Hello, we are back again. I need to time this band better. I need to play on time. You see now the XY is tempo based. The mode is mono. The moment when I play a new chord, it re-triggers and starts at the start, but it's synchronized to one bar. So if I hit nicely, you got a really immediate tempo based. Then there is the LFO down here, which is also mono, which is saw down, which also tempo based, 1/8 note. And once I see here in the modulation matrix, the modulation wheel controls the modulation one amount. So it controls the amount of the first routing, which is 3/1 LFO to filter frequency. So this is one of the new presets. Go2-X is essentially ready to go. We're only doing a few last things to Albino-3 Legend, and then we could release next week, the 17th of November is the planning. This is coffee. Cheers. To keep me awake. It has been a long day. Everybody welcome. I see the Rob Papen gang popping up, Gerd and Hannes Hagebro. Also hello Barry Gardner, who I will play a song from him he created. He's doing mastering and also some psytrance and a very cool track I will share later today next to another song by Tom Aldrich. So yeah, this is the Go2-X. We have ready to go. So if I go here, I have created a few new pad sounds. You see we have animated dials, which you always can shut down. So in the upper right corner, you always find the additional features. Animated dials you can shut off if it's maybe too much of a strain on your CPU or a graphic card. That's mostly the graphic card. So you see a little white that it is modulated. So a few of the new pad sounds. And what you also can see is the new zero latency bandpass filter. So we have different types of filters added now to Go2-X. It's a bandpass filter in this case. So I play a few of the new presets. It's a bit muddy. It's like a Poly 60 type of. Kind of side pad X. Not sure what that one is. Oh, that's nice if you have a beat, of course. Yeah, that's a nice open mod wheel sync pad. Not sure if that is a new one, but again, also MIDI time bass. Oh, I had that one already. Stupid me. Also, here you can see we have the XY you might know from Go2, the original one, but you also can have here the additional features like adding a space part to it and time quantize in the movement. Oh, this is, I think, also nice. You have to have a beat. I have a basic beat here playing in the background. Don't bother about that one. You need to time right because it's now re-triggering on mono. So yeah, this is a few of the this one uses the new spectrum waves. So compared to the original Go2, you have more spectrum waveforms. Then you have the option to draw your own wave. We did not draw any waveforms in the basic presets, so that's up to you to use them. You could say instead of Vox 4, you say take user 1 preset, and there you can draw your own preset. And also the option, you see here we have the points. You can draw your own movement. And if you make 128, you can see it's a circle, but I set it back to 2 because I want to have from one point to another. So you have a lot of freedom. And by clicking on Edit, you have the option to play around. It's non-destructive. So if you say 4, I mean, you make it 4. So a lot of options which I most might know from the Blade 2, for instance. So some new synth sounds. I could not resist to do some basic analog stuff. Even a reed lead. Okay, what was that again? Analog type reed sound. It's like the bolero, you know. So this one uses a square and then small. Okay, I have to watch out, otherwise I get a copy strike. Grandmother clock. It's one of the newer waveforms. It's more, but also because we added also in the sound code, we added some of the bit 2 juice or the original bit. Can even make some nice. Brass sounds. Soft Go brass. This is a very soft one. Yeah. And because we have the microwave taper sound. Because what we expanded here is the type you can morph between. Now I use the Y movement, so going from up, down, and I use the Y movement. It's fully open, so you see that this moves the morphing down and back up. And you have different modes. We have mix mode. We have morph mode, which morphs between the harmonics. Slightly different. Low morph means that it only morphs between the lower harmonics, or only the higher harmonics. All crazy things John did add or morph the odd to even harmonics. So you have a lot of options to change the sound. Intermolate, table, which I use, the table one. And you see really moving it. So then we have also table split. No, another table combine. So you got all kind of FM frequency modulation. So the other oscillator modulates the other one. Oi, 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 oi. Nice. Wave shaper. So even if you see a synthesizer sound and you see that it moves, play around with Go2 with picking a different waveform, picking a different mode. There's a lot of cool things you can do with that. So this was the original one. Okay, yeah, guys, I linked, so everybody, hi, Tom is in the room, Nick is in the room, Captain NRG is in the room, yeah, cool to have all on board. Yeah, and as mentioned in the start, I hope that we can release next week the Go2-X, Albino-3 Legend, and the Explorer 9. So I will play a few things from Albino-3 Legend in a second after I did some things with Go2. And Hannes Hagebroek already mentioned briefly about the website. It's the 30th of December. I put a link down in the info section because I thought, yeah, let's mention it. So then we will play in Bochum in the planetarium. They will project all kind of space things above us. So they have a nice animation going on, and Ron Boots and myself will play some electronic music, more a bit like more improvisation compared to my own music. So it will be a little bit more freaky, a bit more free, but of course we make a nice concert that day and play also some new material. So Ron Boots and myself will meet very soon so that we have a very nice evening for you guys and make some noise. And yeah, I see that also Gab Browns comes over from the north. Very cool. Yeah, Tom, you can join, but you need to fly a lot for that. Will be so I think after the concert we can say hello to each other after the concert, so that will be nice to do some handshaking, and most likely my cold will be over, so I will not give you another cold. So okay guys, so where was I? Here in Go2-X. Oh, this is also nice. This one starts with a saw. And you see it morphs to the square, and you also see it in the display. So this is a very nice lead sound. I'm playing Steve Winwood. I need to be careful with playing melodies, otherwise I get a strike. Okay, that was a nice lead sound. So also that kind of... So some more brass sound. Yeah. So the concert is the Saturday, the 30th day. It's done by the Society of Electronic Music in Germany. I forgot, Schallwende. It's a kind of club which promotes the electronic music. they arranged this, and in Bochum. So now I lost track where I was saying. So they arranged this in Germany, and yeah, it's Ron Boot and myself. So I get some boots on the ground in Germany. Okay, that was a pun intended. So yeah, I hope to see you there and that you will enjoy our music. So let's go more to what I had synth sounds in the. It's a nice bell. It's a bit like, again, a microwave type of sound, or Ensoniq ESQ1. And you hear it's a very bright. And this one also moves to a different waveform. So Go2, compared to a Predator 3, has less options, but you also can make very much many of these sounds. So some of the new lead sounds, sequence sounds, a lot of new ones. Oops, wrong button. Because we have new distortion types here. Lo-fi. Totally. So this is the sample rate goes down. Or this was the Chord, which was at that time, of course, pretty new that we had in a synthesizer, which was called Go2. We had this option that you have on each step a different chord. And of course, you could not change the chord because, yeah, it's a fixed sequence. But if you say, I want to play my own chords, you can go to the commands. So that's a little trick I show you. In the command, you have a lot of options. And you could say, reset the chord row. Then it does reset. And instead of playing the sequencer, you pick then the chord mode. And then you play the chords yourself. Then. Okay, now I see that the chord has the set here, which is the unison mode is fifth, so I have to put that one out, and then I really can play the chord. And of course, MIDI time. Oh, where's this bass coming from? So that's still, I mean, you can go any direction. So if you see with one of the presets that you think, okay, this is a, this one doesn't use chords. It's using the arpeggiator. So we have an arpeggiator mode here, but also chord mode, which is the triggering the chord. So experiment also if you own Go2 with this mode, or in the future Go2-X with this mode. So I have this sequence which is originally, so click here, originally you have, it's this preset. It's a normal up down. I close a little bit the modulation wheel and I can say, okay, do chord mode, and then you play. So always use the modulation wheel, because the modulation wheel does a lot in like, let's say 99% of our presets. Yeah, so now I'm playing a few of the chromatic rise, because this is the sequencer mode. You can each step, so the arpeggiator is called arpeggiator, but it can do arpeggiator things, but also really a monophonic synthesizer. Trans bass. That one is interesting. If you open the modulation wheel, go to a different sound. Okay, there's already a bass inside of this one. Okay, let me shut that down. And you can go, now you see modulation wheel down here, controls the oscillator morph, and I can increase that. So, yeah, we have some other sounds, wobbles. So in this case, you see the pitch band. If you see my keyboard, I use the pitch band, not for using the pitch band, so it's off in this section, but I use it in the modulation matrix to control the speed of the XY. So pitch band controls the XY speed. There are so many types of sounds in this. So the concept of Go2-X is not having the insane depth like a Predator 3 or Blue 3 where you have multiple pages where you can go any direction. This is what you see is what you get. And that is also very tempting. You can work very fast with that concept. Yeah, and you see the saturation really adds, the distortion really adds a cool additional feature. So if you have a preset, so I almost have a variation again because this one sounds cool. I need to save this one, so that will be for the next preset because a little change in the, you see, a little change can already create a great preset. Save preset as downhill, downhill wobble, and I will make this down rate wobble because I use the rate sample rate changes. Yeah, it's still a pretty complex page though. Yeah, compared to the original Go2, sure, it has quite some additional stuff. I will open Go2 now, 1 second. The original. Here it comes. So you see, yeah, a lot of growth, many things. Okay, let me close that one. You see, this is the original Go2. You see the arpeggiator did grow a lot. We have 2 LFOs in the new one, 2 envelopes. You can use delay and reverb in the other one at the same time. It become a little bit bigger, and we have, instead of 8 slots, 4 slots. But definitely this is also, we don't want to go further than this with Go2 because otherwise you get another very deep synthesizer with many pages. And so this is what we wanted to do, to have just a little bit cool things more in Go2-X, which makes really sense. So having the arpeggiator has the bit 2 thing where you can have this dynamic changes of the arpeggiator, which is very cool. So if you go to a arpeggiator sound, let's take this. You can automate this one. So the steps. So you could say first I record this. And then it plays fully. So each time it catches up. And these can be recorded, and the same goes for the loop mode. So here's this little dot, which shows where the loop starts. So you can really make some. And these can be MIDI latch. You can MIDI latch it, but you also can, excuse me, record it as a parameter. So there's this catch up on the amount of the number of steps you can record. The loop is dynamic. And of course, we have the magic mode, which I use pretty much in many of my own presets. Let's see. this one. Well, essentially this one also uses the toggle mode with the time mode. But I have the magic steps set to set random, then it picks one step and puts it on off. So the first time it plays normal, and the second time it plays this random selected step, it plays it off. So let me see which it is. I think it's 12, yeah. It's number 12. And this is also stored inside the preset. So set random picks at the first time a random note, but if you think that's cool, then it saves it within a preset. Then, of course, there is this random, which is constantly different. So then it's one step each time different. Now step 2. Now step 6. So this, you can make a lot of different variations by using the arpeggiator. This one uses it also. There's a little bit like a bowed string. She changes step 6. So some cool things. Yeah, then we have, of course, presets, various styles. I played, of course, the Klangwelt stuff is absolutely fantastic. Sounds a bit like a Fairlight. We deliver Go2-X with over 1,600 presets. I'm not kidding, 1,600 presets. Various, of course, the original Go2 presets, but also new stuff from Diction, very nice. He also has this edgy stuff. Yeah, all kind of cool sounds we have. From Tonal Access, some new presets. If I press. This one uses the minor chord. You got the 90 sound. So the unison not only has unison, but also chords. That was new in Go2, which made it really different from any other synthesizer, as far as I know. So, I'm not sure if here new ones is. I'm order by date. Really this type of sound. Wobbles, we had new ones. I think that Awali played. Of course, these Sangini project sounds, very nice sounds. Also inside of it. Yeah, I'm still having this cough. It's unbelievable. They say it takes about 6 weeks before this cold, which I catch, is gone. Yeah, that's what it is. So let's see some of the addiction presets. Goes very. You see, he uses the also here the destinations of the movement of the XY, you can put edit and it's visible. He uses 4 points. But you see, it doesn't have to be to the filter. You also can select another destination. So options are really a lot in Go2-X. Okay. Checking the... Yeah, coughing. Yeah. Well, if you have the same coughing and cold as I have, you will be... you will have fun for 6 weeks. And Tom says, Rob, chew 2 gloves a day. Huh? I don't get that one, but that doesn't matter. Here I go, coughing again. Okay, guys, so Go2-X next week. If everything goes well, Go2-X next week will be released on the 17th of November. Explorer 9, together with Go2-X and Albino-3 Legend. And of course, if you only own Go2, you can upgrade to Go2-X for $25. And you also, if you have the older Albino, you can upgrade to Albino-3 Legend, which have the different user interface sizes, VST3 support. Then you can upgrade to Albino-3 Legend for $49 as well. And if you have older songs, it simply will load in. So that's a cool thing. So even if you don't have your older Albino installed, it will load into the Albino-3 Legend. So we took the same ID, a plugin ID. So here we go. So here, this is how it looks. You have the option to choose between the colors. So you can have a red font, which some people have a little bit trouble, or a white font. And you see, it's of course the original one, only different sizes. The presets and banks are selected down here. And you see here we added the letter B and below it the letter P for presets, for bank and preset, because in all our other plugins, the presets are above and below it are the banks. So that's why we place the letter B for here. You select the bank. So you, for instance, a bank with dance leads. And then you have the presets, which you can select. You can go. You select the preset. If it is a layer sound, the letter L will pop up here, and then you can see it uses 2 layers. It doesn't show which presets it uses, because maybe that's still something we need to fix. One bug I've discovered today is that if you shut down a layer, it doesn't go on anymore. And now see, it doesn't work. The on-off of a layer is not working correctly. So we need to check that. The rest is working perfectly. And you will find all the presets, the original presets, even 2 of the Vision Bank, which was a trade bank on the Papen.com presets. Some Noisia drum and bass presets are inside of it. So they are inside. So these are the extra box presets, which are... And if you go a bank, you say layer, then it has mostly layered presets. So arpeggiator layered presets. So that's the cool thing. At that time, it was really a revolution. You could stack already 4 Albino presets inside Albino-3. So this is why the layer is open. In the original version, you could fold it back, you could close it, but this caused a problem on the Mac computers in closing and opening this this rack show here, this lower part. So it's always open, because on the audio unit that was a problem to get that working. So so all the original presets are inside of it, even more, because what I mentioned, the banks from Vision, and also another one. I'm not sure which one that was. Nirvana X. No, the James Harriers Bank. That one is also inside of it. Today I had a question about the 4 envelopes from and this was a question by Barry, and I had to recall it because it's so long ago that I played around with it that I had to think, okay, what was it again? But oscillator 1, 2, 3, and 4 can be connected on the volume of the oscillator. So if you don't use an oscillator, for instance 4, you could also say connect this to the via the modulation matrix, which is here, MX, modulation matrix. Then you could use that also in the modulation matrix. You have 2 options, 5-stage, and of course the ADSR. Yeah, I still got my cough, Rob. It's the audio engineer said that, yeah, I still have a cold, cough. And as mentioned, it's something that's flying around here in the Netherlands, which seems to be 6 weeks that you have this kind of cold infection. It's not corona, but something else. And each year I'm having a cold, no problem. Okay, so yeah, we need to solve a few little things. That's the back panel. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Okay, if you have a question, let me know. Excuse me. I need to write down because I saw another little bug and my coffee gets cold. Yeah, hanging in there, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, a cold is a cold. And so if you have a question, let me know. And we have 2 demo songs today, and I'm a bit earlier in playing them because we have a very nice demo. It has been sent to me. Oops, I'm looking here. I put a link in the description box. So in the info section, you can find this link to this production. Barry Gardner did send me this one. And I thought, hey, let me play this on the live stream because it's very interesting. Also the story behind it. So here we go, because he does mastering. And here's the story. And he uses, for instance, he uses a lot of plugins, but also Blue 3, which has a role. And you see the whole story you can see and read. And he tells about how it was built up, which plugin he used. And he's doing mastering, even an older Cakewalk Z3TA plus 2, which I think is still in Cakewalk here. So this whole story, this link is in the description box, and I like to play this track. It is a kind of remix, I think, mastering. So let me play it, remastering, and you see he does a lot of mastering. So check out his homepage on that subject. And that's also what you hear, that he's doing mainly dance because it's very maximized. So the volume is really tight. So enjoy it. Let's see if I can make the screen a little better. Oops. very cool. Well, doesn't mind playing it for 7 minutes. It was not boring at all. So check out Barry. Thanks for sharing. Check out the homepage. The link is in the info section, and you can read about him, all kind of cool things he does. He's based in England, looking at the telephone. So thanks for sharing, Barry. Very, very cool. Yeah, he mentioned steps, and inside synthesizers, and essentially we did it already, I think it was Albino-3, but if you would go to, let's see, where is Blue 3? Let me take that at, oh yeah, I also could say Predator 3, I think, no, that's Go2, wrong one. 1 second, guys, add track, instrument. If you go to Blue 3, you go to the bank manager, and then you have the, I call it clusters. Clusters, bank 10. Now, originally with the Blue 2, you had to play the chord, but now we made it easy. You see here, let's up, this little dot appears, chord is active. Also down here, you can see chord 3 notes. And if you click here, you see that we have 3 notes strumming. You can even, and here you have the root key, and then you have the other notes you can tune, even panning, velocity option. So I could say the second voice, make it. Yeah. That's a nice step in the track, Barry. This one. It's a slow. Oh. So these are very cool things. I mean, you could also play the chords, but with the chord mode, so this one uses 4, you have a kind of different feel to it. So you want to see what I did? I'm just playing around here, only with the envelopes. Sorry for that. So yeah, that's a very cool feature in Blue 3, and Blue 3 has then in the main screen this chord, and this is very similar to what we did also to Predator 3. So the chord mode is inside Blue 3 and Predator 3, and very much in the same option. Strumming means that it plays the notes after each other and make it even tempo sync. This is nice. Sound like a this is a sound like a French crime series. I need to save this one. Sorry guys. Save preset as French crime cluster. You see, so I know. And then I suddenly have a different sound. Of course, in the manager, I need to check to set the correct chord. It's not a pad, it's a synth sound with chord. Tempo synced. Cool. You see what all happens during a live stream. Okay, click wrongly. Blue-3, absolutely powerful. But what I mean compared to a Go2-X, you see you have envelopes, algorithms, you have so many options. And this is great if you want to go deep. And for certain sounds, you simply need that, because otherwise you don't get this sound. Because there are very complex sounds in Blue-3, and then you need, of course, all the options. And of course, Andre. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Gerd Bruins, Ande Hazes. Yeah, my first was done more towards a French French crime series. Andre Hazes. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, very awake today, Gerd Bruins. Incredible. Yeah, if there would be only one synthesizer, Blue-3, because you can have then built-in everything you could do. But even with a Go2, you can make a whole, a lot of music. So Go2-X, even I Go2-X, I made some drum sounds, and if you use the distortion, you get really some nasty stuff. So even drum sounds, of course, for drums, punch is much easier to work. But sometimes to show how good a engine is, so this one goes very deep. That's too deep. So even nasty. Yeah, that's one thing with our plugins. We have so much cool products that sometimes you can maybe think, oh, this is too much. But don't bother. If you have played for a given time on a particular instrument, then pick another one. You don't, if you would be new to our plugins, it may be overwhelming, but simply take your time and always keep in mind creating music. So if you do a song only with a few plugins, whatever. So, yeah, Nick, that's cool to see. Predator 3 was his first one. Cool. Yeah. Rocoder is also very, very cool. DJ production, ik geloof in jou. Yeah, Andre Haas is the subject in my live stream. who thought of that on a Thursday evening? Yeah, guys, we go out because it's almost, I'm making already noise for 1 hour. And for me, it was a long day working. So I like to end this one with another music by Tom Aldrich. It's called Night Run. So, Tom, let us know what you used inside of it. And I expect the typical groovy stuff from Tom. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out next week. Hopefully have then good news about the release. Okay, keep well and enjoy creating music. And we go out with Tom Aldrich and Night Run. swings. That was super. Thanks, Tom, for sharing another cool demo song. See you guys.